proposes to his woman with a receipt of her $70,000 student loan debt being paid in full in place of a ring. He paid her $70,000 student loan off instead of giving her a ring. And that's how he's proposing to her. She thanks him, but says she still requires a ring before getting married. What is she? A, reasonable. B, ungrateful. C, smart. Or D, dumb. What say you, babe? What are my choices again?
Let's talk about it.
She, reasonable, ungrateful, smart, or dumb. Again, a man proposes to his woman with a receipt of her $70,000 student loan debt being paid in full in place of a ring. She thanks him, but says she still requires a ring before getting married. What is she? Reasonable, ungrateful, smart, or dumb?
She's ungrateful and he is dumb. First of all, why would you do that? You're not married to her yet. I know you don't want to marry into debt, but
she might say no, and now he got $70,000. You can't just say, give it back to me.
Yeah, because now he's asking for it. So I would say she is. What did they say? Ungrateful, and he is stupid.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that's reasonable at all. That gesture, that grand of a gesture, especially if hopefully he felt the relationship moving in that direction. So it's not out of nowhere that he did this and she wasn't digging him. But that reasonable, that is not reasonable at all. I'm leaning towards a little ungrateful. That is not a smart move. A little ungrateful and dumb. She's kind of dumb to the situation. Not that she's a dumb person, but that was a dumb decision for her to do, saying, I still need a ring. I get that. Yes, a ring is a symbol. It's a symbol and a gesture that you're showing the world that I'm committed to somebody. So oftentimes it's even a warning, as they do in nature where animals have bright colors and stuff to warn you to stay away. It's the same thing. It's letting you know that I'm spoken for, move on to someone else. So I get it, but kind of pumping the brakes on him so fast about, whatever. She could still say, yes, I would marry you. But you're still going to give me a ring, right? Like, I'm still going to have something on my finger, right? And then he'd be, oh, yeah, of course. But, don't expect that 70 grand to be in the form of a ring or just as equal in value or something. So yeah, ungrateful with that kind of a decision and a little seesawing towards stupid or dumb. I'm sorry, putting other words out there. But I do feel bad that the guy, like I said, I hope he's reading the room correctly and the relationship correctly, because he could have done that grand gesture, and it could have not been reciprocated, and she could be like, yeah, I don't see us moving like that, or now that I graduated, I want to take a job over here, and you want to stay here, so I think let's just part ways. And now he's out 70 grand. You can't just say, student loan people, give me back my money back. Or you can't, and it was a gift now, because even if he sued her, there's ways for the court system to probably say that was a gift. So that's a little scary. So what say you? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Tell the people what you got going on this week.
What weekend? I'm going to see Sarah. How's she call her name? Sarah Jakes Roberts.
Sarah T. Jakes Roberts.
Yeah, so I'll be doing that.
She's having like a woman
it's
empowerment summit.
Power Move.
Power Move? Women Power Move or just Power Move?
Power Move.
Nothing says women on it?
Not this one.
So guys could have came too.
Maybe so.
If there's other guys there, let me know. So next time I'll be like, oh wow, I could have
but when she she had the other conference that she did, the woman empowerment.
Women empowerment. Yeah, she's cool. I'm still leaning more towards her father. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. To me, sometimes I tell you that it's like she yells at
Have you ever been swallowed?
See the inside jokes we talk about?
No.
Where social media is running with that thing, it's swallowed up.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, if T.D. Jakes was coming, I might have before all this stuff going down. I would have saw him before, but maybe not now. Maybe I'll let that dust settle a little bit.
Diddy party. Where Diddy parties be? Where
why are you looking at it?
No,
I only got invited to one Diddy party. Don't be asking me like.
Did you go?
No.
You didn't go? Is it in Atlanta? Where did it live?
He's had them all over.
Different places? Oh.
He did a real big Hamptons white party. That was like the place to be seen in the hip hop world when things were popping, moving and shaking. So other than that, I don't know. I never partook in a Diddy party. No.
It's if you've never been to a Diddy party, you have never partied ever.
Well, then I ain't never partied.
Yeah.
And from hearing all these allegations, I'm glad I don't have a party like that. So, what else we got? So let's talk about it. If you were the opposite sex for one day, what's the first thing you'd do?
The first thing I'll do if I'm a man,
Mm-hmm.
first thing I'll do is ill.
Ill what? See that thought? It's that thought right there. What is it? Can't say it.
I guess.
But
Try it.
the first thing I would do if I was well, there's two. I'd go pee and see what that's like, and then I go get something to eat. I go get a man to pay for a meal. I get free meal, drinks, run it up, go to the club, get bottles for me and my friends.
You stupid.
Yeah. First thing I would do, if I was the opposite sex, the first thing I would do is go get a free meal from some men.
First thing I'll do is check the size of my stuff.
To see what you're
working with.
Like, see if you got big energy or little energy. Oh, that's good. All right.
Let's talk about it. A couple has been together 5 years and the guy hasn't proposed. What likely the issue? A, his feelings have changed for her. B, he's going to do it eventually so long as he's not pressured. C, he's complacent. D, marriage was never his goal to begin with.
I would go with a little bit of both. Definitely C and B. He's complacent. Most people get in that, you're playing house and stuff. So it's like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? We're good how we are. What does a ring got to do? What does a piece of paper have to do with it? And then B, he's going to do it eventually, so long as he's not pressured. The whole so long as he's not pressured part, most people don't like to be pressured into anything. So once you put an ultimatum on them, it's, you kind of get some resistance. But I would say it's more, if I had to pick one, I'd say he's complacent. Most people just get in a relationship and just let it be.
Mm.
And then when you get them, like, well, y'all go, oh, we're gonna do it soon, we're gonna get there.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I pay for the cow when you're getting the milk for free.
For free.
So
I don't always say that because it's not really for free though.
Well, in this case, like,
no, I'm just saying, like, if they're living together, shacking up, you're still maintaining.
But you're not
that
married to
person.
the person, so you have no obligation to that person. Yes, you're both paying or doing this. It's almost like you have no obligation to that person. Even though some people just look at marriage just as a piece of paper and it's nothing. While some feel like, oh, I own the person, which you can't own nobody. It's just a commitment. If you could have a child with someone, you can marry that person.
Yeah.
You can't divorce them children, but you can divorce that partner.
I think if you're gonna have a child with somebody, it'd still be with them. Because again, growing up, we always, being Jamaican, we're always, kind of back in the old school traditional values and stuff. It's, you get married and start a family, or if you find out you're pregnant, you get married and start a family. Get married before. So yeah, if you're, because again, you might accidentally have a child with somebody, and that wasn't who you were intended. You would never be with this person. Y'all were just having a good time. So I wouldn't say maybe rush to marry that person. But if you guys are having children and you're shacking up and you're still living together, if they're good enough to live with, like you said, and have children with at that point, and somebody asks you how long you've been together, you're like 7 years, 8 years. What are you waiting for? You might as well just go get the piece of paper then.
But then some people don't believe in marriages. They just feel like you don't have to get married.
And people that say that are usually people that are afraid of the commitment. And most women want to get married. And it's the guy that does it, so the women don't want to push to the labor point and then just fall back.
You know what? There is so much people that you'll be together with someone for years, 10 years, 13 years.
As soon as you get married.
As soon as you get married. Boom. It just lasts for 2 years and it's done.
Yeah, because I think at that point,
I don't know what it
might change or feel different. Again, having friends that they were like, oh, it was mine as soon as they did get married. After that, it went downhill. So that was that. Anything else you got?
No. He got through it.
Another episode in the books, people. I'll catch you on the next one.
He said last week I didn't get a lot of views because he wasn't on it.
That's not what I said. What were my
You said it didn't take off. That's what you said. It didn't take off.
I said something funny like, yeah, that's why the episode didn't take off. Because I wasn't in it. So, not only that, but it was definitely a more touching, sentimental episode. So, like you said, talking about grieving, talking about being open with your family and just like family know things all together. So it's gonna hit differently than my little comedic episodes when I like to come in and just laugh and have fun. So those get shared or liked a lot more than heartfelt, hard subjects to deal with. Until the next episode, people.
Thank you guys for watching. Please like and share.
And subscribe. So we cheers. So we start cheersing out. Like, if that was cheesy. That felt cheesy.
That was cheesy.
But it's going to make you laugh.
Comment below if that was cheesy.